But you know what else doesn't make sense? Karl Anderson being booked 2 places at once for 2 different shows in 2 different major companies. So last week, I'm going to have a little fun with this. I'm not going to lie. I'm excited to talk about this. Last week, okay, the Good Brothers show up on Monday Night Raw, right, to set off a firestorm. A blaze of nonsense appears because he's the never open weight champion, a singles champion in New Japan Professional Wrestling, a promotion near and dear to my heart, as many of you know. In the Observer, meanwhile, Dave Meltzer, this week's Observer, says that the Good Brothers, Karl Anderson and Doc Gallows, did not sign a deal with New Japan. So they were probably on a per appearance basis, right? Then it's revealed, though, this Monday, that they're going to be fighting the Judgment Day at Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia, which just happens to be the same day as the last Battle Autumn show Battle Autumn or Autumn Battle, in New Japan show, November 5th, where Karl Anderson has been scheduled. It's on the website, it's on Cage Match, it's on the wiki page that he's supposed to defend the never openweight title against Hikuleo. And then everyone sort of loses their mind and they're like, oh, well, he could do it because of the time difference. I'm like, fuck off. There is no way Karl Anderson is doing that. For the payday that he's getting for WWE, no way he's rushing back to New Japan. What are you, new here? And then the Good Brothers post a video this week. They put out a video basically addressing the situation, and Karl Anderson's sitting there with the never openweight title on his shoulder, and Gallows is next to him. And they put out the video saying that they're double booked, right? And that basically New Japan screwed up because New Japan didn't go through the proper channels to book him, which is going through his booker or his agent, whatever you want to call it, Luke Gallows. And this is the quote from the video. New Japan Pro Wrestling, listen, I love what you've done for the Good Brothers through the years, but let me tell you something. I am the greatest never openweight champion of all time. I only work when the lights are bright, and November 5, we ain't coming. Will come on our time. The machine gun will tell you when I'm coming to defend my championship. Now, this, kids, is a work, okay? There's nothing incendiary. This isn't a shoot. This is a work. This is absolutely him leaning into the situation, being like, well, let's have a little fun with it, right? But it all smacks of a work. And for all intents and purposes, I would think that New Japan is okay with it. The Good Brothers and Rocky Romero, who is the liaison for New Japan of America and New Japan, he's an office guy. They get along swimmingly. They have a very, very good relationship. There's nothing here that has me going, oh, look, wow. This is where we're at right now. Look, as much as a lot of there's a lot of wishful thinking and a lot of Google Maps happening and people tracing, the path to go from wherever to make both shows in the same day. Look, it's just not going to happen. It's not going. If you think that Karl Anderson is going to try and fuck up a WWE gig, you are insane. Now, the assumption, here's the thing though, is that the assumption that everyone is running under is that Karl Anderson and Luke Gallows have signed with WWE. They think that. They think that this is a thing. Which, to be honest, is fair to assume because WWE doesn't typically work with anyone unless they sign a full-time contract for X amount of years, right? It's on their terms. You never come in to really freelance when you're a name, right? But people keep telling me this is a new regime, a new way of doing things with Triple H, right? Despite the fact that we still get, birthday celebrations and dick and ball jokes on television. Despite that, I keep getting told that this is a new regime, right? So maybe gonna keep an open mind here. Maybe Triple H called the Good Brothers as the guys. We have a couple of dates. We need some bodies. Would you like to make a quick buck? Maybe. Because New Japan has not really reacted yet. Because you know why? It's the fucking Neverweight. It's the Neverweight title. Who cares? Who cares, I ask? I'll tell you who cares. Masses and masses of people online, up in arms, ready to torch the ground, calling New Japan irresponsible and stupid. One of the worst moves they've ever done. The prestige of the never openweight title has never been challenged as much as it is now, according to these people. And I'm like, what prestige? This is the never openweight title. The title that literally no one cares about. You thought people didn't care about the IWGP Intercontinental title? Holy shit, have I got another title to show you? Who cares? I'll tell you who cares. An excuse to bring in the tribalism. You think that it only exists for AEW and WWE? Look at all these phony pearl clutchers who are sitting around going, oh, but they're precious, never openweight title. It is being besmirched by Karl Anderson and the World Entertainment of Wrestling. Oh no, they are sullying the name of the good title. There are strict rules that New Japan must enforce. Strict rules. They can take the title away. That's happened in the past. John Moxley could not make a defense because he was a typhoon victim. He could not fly in. Oh no. Oh, and they stripped him of the US title. It wasn't his fault. Strip the bastard Karl Anderson. What a disgrace. I cannot believe it. And you can see the shirts being torn, the buttons flying off of them, and as their chests are bare and exposed, the sweat beads upon them as they think, as they ponder the great universal catastrophe that is the never openweight title not being stripped from Karl Anderson. Jesus Christ, like I have never seen, let me tell you, 2022 has introduced me to the mid-card of professional wrestling as being so fucking crucial to the entertainment of people like I have never seen in my entire life. I've seen the most mid-carders of mid-carders return to WWE, and people are jumping up and down as if it's the fucking second arrival of Hulk Hogan or John Cena. I'm seeing people lose their absolute mind over the midiest of mid-card titles in New Japan. People lose their minds. I could not believe it. And I still can't. If this was the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, we would all be having a very different discussion right now. But this is a mid-card title for lower mid-card people. Don't get people acting like Luke Gallows is like fucking I don't know, not even as high as Kenny Omega, not even as big a deal as Kenny Omega. Like acting like he's, I don't know, Randy Orton or, how could he? And this is a title that literally no one ever talks about, that no one cares about. When's the last great, and I'm talking great, never title match that you saw? You're probably going to have to go back to Goto 5-6 years ago. That's probably the last series of great, I'm talking great, never title matches. They're putting it up against Hikuleo, the kid brother of the Tongans, who's green as grass. Sure, a big, tall, strong dude. Don't get me wrong. Karl Anderson's not jobbing to him. And I've seen people online going, that means it's an automatic disqualification. That means it's an automatic win for Hikuleo. He should be the title. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Who are you people? Why do you care so much? I have never seen, I sincerely have never seen so many people care about the never title ever than in the past week. And I guarantee that this level of enthusiasm that they have for the never title is not going to carry over to the next champion. I guarantee it. Let's say the match happens or whatever and Hikuleo loses the title and Hikuleo gets the title. That's it. We're done. No one's going to be like, you're not going to see your timeline filled with, I'm so excited for Hikuleo's next defense. You are never going to see that. It's just another excuse. It's another excuse to get mad for such a bizarre, weird reason. Like, seriously, like, this is the equivalent of getting mad because you haven't seen the 24/7 title on TV for the past 3 weeks. This is what it is. And folks, you know, I listen to New Japan. I love New Japan. And you know, I get flustered at some title situations. I got flustered when they changed the IWGP heavyweight title design. You know this, because I thought the other one looked like a prize one and so forth, and it had the lineage, and it sucks that they just cut it off. It's not a combination. It's a new title with a new lineage, and it kind of pisses me off. And I still haven't quite overcome it, but that's another thing. That's the world title. That's the one Inoki created, you know? Well, the second one. But that's still the one, it's the one that has the prestige, the history that's been treated as a prize. This is the fucking neverweight title. What are we even talking about?